everyone. In this video, we will see how to use the generative answer and how to configure it in the topics. Okay, so before I proceed to the further into the video, let me tell you the settings. So here in for my this Copilot, I have enabled the generative AI, the generative feature, which is the preview currently. So I have enabled it. So currently the all the designs which I will do on my Copilot Studio, it is not classic, it is based on the generative preview. So this setting I have enabled. So I'll go to the my Copilot here. So here what I'm trying to show you here is, if you open one of the topic, this is the, let me open this one, and when you add this node here, we have seen all these different options in my previous videos. So in this video we are trying to see how to configure this generative answer. To use this one, we have to enable the generative features, so the responses what you get from the Copilot, it will be based on the generative AI. So this feature is already configured in one of the Copilot topic. It will be the system when it is conversation boosting. So when the conversation boosting is like when there is something unknown intent. If the intents are known or is referred, then like it will go to the one of the topic and process. But something is unknown is coming, then this is the topic which will be executed. And inside this topic, you will see the text which is entered by user, it will be coming into the activity.text as input, and this, it will check the answer is blank, then it will execute it. So here the generative AI generative answer is being used, where we see the input is given here, and also the configurations are like that. So some out of the box configurations will be enabled here. So you can see it is used to the one of the topics. So same way we are going to create the another topic in this video, and we'll see that the scenario is what I'm going to do. I will create one topic where I will refer the generative AI data source to the my knowledge base. And the knowledge base, you can see currently I do not have any knowledge base added. So I will add the knowledge source as a my data verse, and the data verse will be the my case tables. So in the case table, whatever the records I have, those records I will be adding as a knowledge source, and on those source I will be trying to generate the responses using the generative AI, and those topics should be triggered on that. So it's not necessary the generative AI answers will be triggering from topic. If the knowledge base is enabled, then the automatically Copilot can generate the responses without triggering without going to the any of the particular topics, and it can generate the responses from knowledge base directly. So this is the feature or beautiful feature of the generative AI. So let's proceed. So first of all, the our what we should do is, first we need to enable the knowledge base here. So I will add the knowledge base of the data source. So but you can see here the knowledge source you can as a public website, some website like your blog or some any website which is open to publicly, where the Bing can access it. Because the responses what it will get, it Bing will try to queries on those website contents and try to get the output from there to get it here, this public website. So whatever is accessible there, it will be as a public website you can add here. Next is SharePoint. You can connect to the SharePoint folders, and then you can manage the files from there, and you can add those files as a data source for the Copilot. Next is the Dataverse, which is currently in the still in the preview. So I'm using this one data source. So I will select that one, and here in the data source, whatever the tables are available for this environment, for me the same environment it will show here, and I will select the table as a case here. So this is the table case. I will select, go to next, and you just add it. It will take some time, and then it will add this knowledge base of the case into the knowledge source here. So once it will be added, then it will be ready to use. We'll wait for few seconds here. Okay, so it has added here. So now you can see the status is ready. So it will take some time to publish all the records into the knowledge source here. So now this source I can use. So what I'll do, I will create a new topic here. So I'll go to the topic list and add the new topic. I'll add it from the blank, and here now you can see, since the in the setting I have selected the user interaction as a generative AI, as a, the mode of interaction is generative, then the trigger of this uh, topic is best triggered by Copilot. So now we do not see the phrases here, because all phrases type of trigger has been replaced by this trigger by Copilot, because phrases based topics we will get when we have enabled the classic of the interaction of the Copilot with the classic, then we'll get the phrases by. And if we have generative, then we will get as a trigger by, because Copilot will be automatically triggering these topics based on the what user is searching and the description what we have given to the topic. It will match it and automatically, and then it will decide which topic to execute, and then whatever the logic we have written develop into that particular topic, it will be executed. So here I'm going to here in this topic, I'm going to make search on the cases. So I'm going to add some description. So here already I have added some details about in the description what I should put. So here what it says that I want to do handle all the related queries on the database, which include the several actions like retrieving the case details, updating the case records, counting the cases, filtering, and all those things. So you can simply describe it. Basically, I'm including this description because if the user will input any type of queries related to the case, it will automatically come to this topic. That is why. So now we have configured the trigger point of the topic. Next is we have to add the generative answer. So we will select this one, we'll go to the advanced and select this generative answer. When you do that one, you will see we are having the input and the data source. So here in the input, as we have seen in the previous generative answer, which I opened from the unknown intent, like basically conversation boosting, that was the topic name. So from there we have seen the input was the activity dot text, because any query which comes from the user, that will go to the input here. So we will select that one, go to the system dot activities dot text. This is the input, and then data source. So we are having different type of data source here. The one is the knowledge. So knowledge sources you can enable, and then we will select. So in this video I will show you the through the knowledge source, and the upcoming videos we will explore the classical data of sources. Okay, so I'm not going through that in this video now. So in this one I'm going to use this knowledge source, and I'll turn it this on here, this switch, and then here I will add the knowledge source. So here I can include that. So I'll add the knowledge source, data was, and the case. I think it is already added. So let me, I think I didn't save this one. I saved here. I didn't refresh this one. So I'll save this topic and I'll reload this so that the knowledge source which I have added here, it should come here. So done. I will refresh this. Okay. So I'll go to the data source. Now you can see once I have enabled the knowledge source, the case which I have added here, it is coming. I will select it and then save. So it has saved the sources with that. Now, if you see in the details of this designing, so knowledge source we have added. Now here we are having the some prompts. So if you want to add some prompts, which basically which will guide generative AI to give you the response in the proper format or desired format, then those prompts you can include here. We will see one of the example with that. And here in the below, we are having the send message to send a message, and then we are having the text only, and then here we are having the response, bot response where to submit, where to save. So here we have to create one variable where the when the generative AI will create the response by going through this knowledge source, it should store somewhere, right? So that that stored value we can use in our topic. So I will create the new variable. I'll just give this name that case generative response. Okay, and I'm just limiting this scope of this variable as a topic type only. So okay, and then it will store into that here. So this has been changed, it will select it. Now this response what we got, we will add to the message. We'll send this message to the user here. So I will just select this variable and generative response I have selected. And here, if you do not end the if you do not end this topic here, then what response we send, it might trigger the other topic. So basically, we should end this topic because AI has generated the answers. Now it will send the response to the user and then done. So basically, you can make this current topic and this current topic. You can add that one here. So like that, we have designed very simple. Let's save it. And I didn't give the name of this topic. I'll just rename this as a uh, case related queries. Okay. So now our topic is ready to be tested. So I will refresh this test copilot right side. Okay, it came. Now I can ask anything now from the case. So currently you can see I have two cases here. All the cases, if I search, I have only two cases here. So I'm going to ask this one in the Copilot. I wanted to know how many cases or incidents are there in the database. So once it is asked, now you can see this topic has been picked up, right? In the debug, you can see, and the generative AI is generating the response. It is querying on that, and then it has given the response. So there are currently two incident in the database. So it has only two. If you want some details, like suppose this is my case ID, I'll open one of the case here. Okay, for this case ID, I want to know what is the customer name here, right? So suppose I will ask like this, can you provide the customer name for the case ID or number? This is the case number. So okay, so now it has, you can see it has provided the in the this in this Rohit Sharma is a customer here. So if you see the customer name here, it is there. Like that, if you want to query some other details like created on, so you can get for that case. So can you provide the created on date of the case ID or number? So calling of this topic and then generating the response is happening through the generative AI, and it is giving in this format the answers automatically coming from there. So now what I'll do, I will add one more. So now you can see the date here came, the created on date of this case ID is 6th October. So if you see, that is the date here. Okay, so now it is working fine. So like that, you can add the different knowledge source. So what I'll do, I will add the one more knowledge source as a type of document. So I'm going to upload the new document here. This is one of the sample contract document I downloaded from the internet, and then I'm just selecting this sample contract, and and I will add into the my knowledge source here. So it will again add this document to the knowledge source. So as mentioned, any document which we add to the knowledge source, it stores into to the dataverse. Okay, so it is added now. So it is in progress. It will take some time to uh, make it ready. Press this. It's taking some time to uh, upload this document. So meanwhile, if we open this document from here, it has added this document. So it is still it is uploading. We'll wait for some time to upload this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is from this document, we are having some queries we can ask it. So those will be coming from this one. So we can currently what I'm going to show you is that I do not have any topic to handle the queries from this document, because this will just now we have added to a knowledge base, but there is no topic configured to handle this any to from this document. So automatically, the generative AI will decide when you ask anything from this document. It will go to the knowledge base, search the document contains, and then it will give the response. So it will work like that. So now it is ready. Now knowledge source of this document is ready. So I will ask randomly. So once it is enabled, I will refresh this test, and I will ask what is the address where all my contract related public uh, documents should be sent to. So this question is something related to the contact. I think my query is wrong, so it might not give right response, because the knowledge source is on contract. So I could not ask that way. Let's check it how it is responding. Okay, so okay, it found it, even though my some there was some spelling mistake in my query. So it has all contact related documents should be sent to the address, and this is one of the address specified into the documents. It coming from there, and this is the contact document it is referring to. So it is coming from there. Okay, so like that, you can ingest the document and you can upload the document of the into the knowledge source, and you can add it. So, but if you want to if you want to handle the queries for the specific document, and like and you know the your specific document will be for this purpose, and then you can create the topic for that one, and then you can design your logic to handle it. Okay, so let's what I'll do. The topic which I was modifying was create case related query. Here I will add a little bit details on the data source. So as we have seen, we have the prompt here, right? So basically in the prompt we can tell what to do that. So here what I'm going to do, uh, for the response where the case ID will be there, case ID or number will be there, put the case, okay, make the case number as bold. So basically in the response, wherever the case ID will come, I'll try to make that case number as a bold, and also the value what it gives, value if any comes, that also that should be in bold. So basically I'm telling some values and the case number should be in bold. So I'm just instructing generative AI to give me some output in the particular format. So I'm just saving this one. Okay, and I will restart this again. Let's test it. Okay, and then what is the created on date of the case ID or number. Okay, I'm just asking that. Now you can see this time the case ID which came, it is in the bold, and then the value which we have, it is also in bold. So why it is coming? Because in the prompt we have a specified to do that. So in the response came in that format. Also, let me tell you what is this content modernization. In the content modernization, is like the generative AI will have three labels in the content modernization. One is the low level, where generative AI will try to add its own content along with the knowledge source what it added to, so that it will give the answers from the document, but it will add its own tag, its own understanding to that responses. So the relevant answers what we get, it will not be as per the close to the knowledge source what we have. So that is why if you have the content moderation is high, then the responsive generative AI will try to find the answer closest to the knowledge source what we have. So the responses what we get from this content moderation high is will be very relevant and accurate from the knowledge source. So we have to make sure the content moderation is we should keep it always high here. Okay, that is the one thing. So I hope, I think you understood how to use this generative AI and design a generative AI, generative answers in the core topic and design it. And I hope this video was useful to you. And thank you for watching this video, guys.